Hello again.
Hi.
Hi, what should we talk about?
Well, you just told us you basically explained to us what yoga really is, where it comes from, and you told us all about the 8 limbs. In relation to all of that and everything you've explained about what yoga really is, what is chakra yoga? The system, and how does it fit into the whole yoga scope?
Chakra Yoga is about the chakras. And if you look at the origins and the purpose of yoga, it's really founded on a different view of reality that has to do with energy. In fact, in India, they look at this world as being a bit of an illusion made of energy, and seeing the reality beyond the illusion is understanding, seeing, and experiencing the energy for what it is in reality, which is connected to our consciousness, the energy of the universe. And modern science has gone full circle back to understanding that this world, all of the atoms and molecules are made of little quantities of energy in a state of vibration. This is what all the research has been pointing to, all the conclusions that the physicists have come to. This world is made of energy. Now, the science of yoga is based on this same principle, but with a much more elaborated understanding of the energetic world. And this is what the chakras are. The chakras are different. The chakra means a wheel, and it's an energy wheel, as classically interpreted, but it's talking about the energetic aspect of the reality. And in Chakra Yoga, we go through the postures, the breathing, the techniques, and the methods to come into an experience of the actual energy fields, which are called chakras. Each one has a specific frequency, a specific sound, a specific color, a feeling that is unique one from the other. And coming into this experience through concentration and meditation to actually feel the energy, you're much more in touch with the reality out of which the external world is made. Now, in Western thought, we don't see it that way. We take this to be solid and real, but science is saying it's not as solid as it seems. Our senses see it as solid tables and chairs. In reality, it's all made of vibrant energy. And through the science of yoga and chakra yoga, you go far enough in to realize that, feel it, and experience this world of the chakras. And from there, there's an elaborate layout or schematic of how every chakra energy is connected to glands and organs in the body, and the empowerment of that chakra will make the gland and organ function in a better state. And then when you pull that energy in, it comes to the mind to create specific thought patterns and emotions, each one separate, each one governing an area of the body or one body system or one body function. So it's a study of the human reality from an energetic perspective. This is Chakra Yoga, and it's very much the foundation of the Samkhya philosophy on which all Eastern thought and religion also has been based for thousands of years.
So, would you say it's basically one of the effects would be that you're working towards, um, or maybe, yeah, an effect would be that your body is functioning better, you're maybe more higher functioning human being. Obviously, that's not the as far as it can go, but just for people who are still working on a sort of physical human reality, what kind of results?
It's through this energetic connection that the brain, the nervous system, the nerve groups, this is the mind-body connection. And the chakras are the energy that is flowing from the mind to the body. Understanding the mind in a good state of positive thinking has a positive effect on the glands and organs. And as you learn to feel each of the energies, and we're working with the breath, with prana, bringing in the energy and then directing it to a chakra connected to the pancreas or the kidneys. They're all separate, but you can direct that energy to stimulate better functioning in any of the glands and organs. And this also is very much part of chakra yogas. Internally, developing our internal capabilities of governing things to bring our state of health up to a higher level. I don't mean just being fit, as in fitness yoga, but we're going right down into the glands and organs that keep you alive. And you have the ability to develop the ability to tune them up.
And into every cell?
And they're all made of cells. So it's the energy that animates the cells, the organs, the glands. So you're learning to tune yourself up from the inside out. And it works very well.
And from what I understand, there's 9 different chakras.
That's right.
And there's also 9 different forms of yoga. So how does that link up?
They're all connected. They are linked. And the 9 chakras you mentioned, there's the usual ones that people know about are the 7. The 7th one isn't in the body, it's the crown, so it's above the head. And then 8 and 9 are out in the universe, universal energies, and this is where your consciousness goes ultimately when you achieve this state of liberation from your physical being in this world. So in the Chakra Yoga System, you work to empower all the chakras, right down to ground 1, the very physical body, the fluids of the body, the digestive system, the cardiovascular system, the immune system. They're all connected to the chakras, and you can tune them all up. And then the 9 chakras, again, connected to the 9 forms of yoga. Each one is either affecting you very physically, or in the realm of consciousness, or in the realm of the mind. So each form of yoga is targeting one part of your human being, because we're not just physical. We have physical, emotional, mental, and consciousness, and learning to work with all of these aspects of ourself is part of chakra yoga.
Would you say that, for example, just on a basic level, someone's having a problem with their hand, they assume they need to fix their hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are not really made of what we see and perceive, and actually made of these energies, then if that's who we really are, these chakras, then the chakra yoga is basically working through and balancing all of those energies. So as opposed to looking at a surface level issue, they're facing the deeper truths.
That's where we get into the mind-body connection in yoga. And you mentioned the hands. The hands are directly connected to the 2nd chakra, which goes into your body as being in the navel area, governing the kidneys, the bladder, lymphatic fluids, etc., physiologically. Now the mental aspect goes into a mental, emotional aspect dealing with people, relationships, and connections. So looking at having hand problems studying your mind to see how are you in your relationships. Are you on good terms with all your relationships? Are there unresolved issues? Are there grudges you have against someone for some reason? All of these things are going to influence your health. And if not your hands, it's going to influence the adrenal glands or the kidneys, or you'll get bladder infections, or it's all connected. And in the Chakra Yoga System, you learn to see all these connections, and you know how to bring the power in to a chakra, change the thought patterns and the emotions around that, and heal from the inside out. The physical symptoms we have are coming from a cause somewhere deep within us, and Chakra Yoga takes you in to understand this whole cause and effect in your actual experience.
So there's a lot of truth here.
Yeah, layers and layers of truth.